All right, how about a reading? You know what? I know the Friday reading's up. You thought, well, that's enough, Steve. You did that whole Friday reading. I know. But I thought I had a little time this afternoon. I thought we'd do 3 quick cards and a bottom card with me. And I didn't even do a pre-shuffle or anything. We got 3 wands after the cut. I'm going to shuffle for the pre-shuffle. And we're just going to ask the universe what it wants to tell you. Whatever it wants to talk about. We're using the big Light Seer deck, a deck we rarely use for much of anything these days. Sometimes I use it on the Friday and weekly readings, I suppose. It's a good slapping deck. All right. General reading may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve's Love Tarot, then you're here for a reason. You know more about this reading right now than I do because you read the title, which I write after it's done. I have no fucking clue why we're here. I know it's timeless. It could be near future influence for you. I know I'm done shuffling. For me, this is all real time. For you, you could just fast forward and skip, but don't do that. Why would you want to do that? I got 2 swords in the pre-shuffle. Surface energy, 2 swords. Some Sarah Gilbert swatting at crows here and getting all tangled up. Well, that's what happens. You get bird shit in your hair. You don't want that. If you are crossed by the 6 of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands and the Hermit and the Moon, this is some spooky shit. What is going on here? This is the surface energy universe? You serious right now? The Moon bookending the 2 of Swords. This is like oh God, this is like that energy I had earlier in the week with the 7 of Swords reading. This is really weird. This is like somebody blindsides you. You have the potential to be blindsided because you're not paying attention. All right? I don't think it's anything major. I just think it comes out of nowhere. Something blindsides you. Somebody says something to you that you weren't expecting. It might cause you to go into some introspection. It could be something deceptive. I mean, it's the same kind of energy I might get when you're about to get pickpocketed, for example. You know, I mean, but I don't want to be that precise with it. But while we're not paying attention, that's when we get pickpocketed, right? And most people are walking around not paying attention. Their energy is very self-focused, you know. So, and this is the type of card pull you'd get. Okay, all right. Well, let's just see where we're going. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's do 3 cards and a bottom card, all right? Let's see where we go. What do you want to tell me about that pre-shuffle universe? All right. If I had the way I feel the energy for most of you guys, I think either something's about to happen, but I'll say somebody's about to say something to you that really gives you, makes you pause for thought, really sends you into sort of a hermit mode, okay? I don't know what, but it does appear to come out of nowhere, all right? I mean, it could be a friend telling you they're in love with you. It doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be anything negative. I mean, every energy is a double-edged sword. For some of you, it's a friend telling you, I always hated you. You know, I mean, it is possible. You know, that's reality. That's life. You can't give a tarot reading and just give people roses and rainbows. That's not how energy works. Both energies are always present. That's life. And then people get blindsided by stuff. Steve said it was going to be beautiful and it was terrible. Right? No, Steve never said that. Steve said it might be terrible. Okay? If you want to delusionally believe that everything is roses and rainbows, that's on you. Knock yourself out. I choose to live in reality. 3 of Pentacles reversed flew out of the deck. Bottom card, Knight of Pentacles. Center card, crossed by the Knight of Pentacles, is the World. The most powerful card I could pull. Also a very auspicious card. What's read here? The King of Cups. You're about to get an offer that you can't refuse, and I'm encouraging you, or the energy is encouraging you, to chill out. Sit on it for a little bit. You can refuse it. It's going to sound really good. Or that's one way I can interpret the energy. Maybe you're like, well, that's not right. Okay. Let's go to the other way, the other main energy that's here. You're about to get an offer that you waited for a long fucking time. That you would have said yes to in a heartbeat just 2-3 months ago, but now it doesn't work for you in this new energy. Okay, one of those 2. That's what's here. Either way, It's coming in. I got that. And I got the Magician. I mean, this is something you really would have wanted. I don't think you do now. It's Pentacles. I don't think well, I do have King of Cups here. It could be somebody telling you how they feel. But it doesn't feel like that. It feels more like a business idea, a partnership idea, someone coming to visit. It could be as simple as someone coming to visit. It's very practical. But it's tied to cups. It's something emotionally you would have really wanted before. You know? Like your old friend Rhonda is now coming to visit. Well, that 2 months ago, that would have been great, but not now. You know? Not now, Rhonda. Right? Okay, let's clarify some shit. Let's grab the witches. Let's cut the witches first. Well, nope. King of Cups at the bottom. Do not cut the witches. Got it. Psst. We flow with the energy. All right? All right. I want to cut the witches, but the energy says no. So we flow with the energy. We got a match there. Let's pull on the world. What's changed? Why now is this not? No, this is not a good thing. This offer, this whatever, you telling me how you feel, you coming to visit, this partnership idea, whatever it is, you would have wanted it. There was a time you waited and waited and waited for this, and now it's past. It's done. That's it. Well, what the hell? Why is it showing up now? And why are you getting this reading? And why do I feel like I'm going to encourage you to go for it anyway? Oh, no. Oh, no. I do. I feel like that's where the energy's going. You know, I read the energy first, then I throw the cards. I'm just saying. I can decide whether or not to give you that advice. I don't know. I will share with you my life experience here as best I can. All right, the world. Tell me about it. Yeah. Knight of Swords. You've moved on. You moved on. What's on? That's the environmental energy. What's on top? The Nine of Pentacles. You don't need it anymore. Why is the Nine? You don't. She don't need anything. She got Minor Arcana Empress energy. She got everything she needs. This is independence. You don't need it anymore. I don't need a partner. Listen, take it from me. I got a lot of business experience. If you could do a business without a partner, do it. If you don't need a partner, don't take on a partner. Okay? I'm just going to tell you right now. Anything you could do by yourself, yeah. The fewer people at the table as possible, yeah, you got it. I mean, I tell you, I'm only a manager here at Steve's Love Tarot, as most of you know. But, why is the Nine of Pentacles here? The Hangman. You got to, your life changed. Something about your life changed. You have a new perspective now. You don't need it. And now it's showing up. And now you're not, you see, it makes you uneasy in some way. I mean, it's probably a lot deeper than Rhonda coming to visit. But not much. There's always a point where analogies break down. But before they break down, they can be pretty good and pretty broad spectrum. I have to tell you, whatever it is, you would have wanted it, you waited for it for a long time, but things have changed and now you don't need it. Your whole perspective on who you are, where you're going has changed. Now here's this thing. It's coming in. And you feel bad on some level about saying no. You feel bad about not needing it. Don't. Everything has its time. Everything has its moment. Right? Walking past each of these pentacles, it shines in the moment. Your foot is on it for a moment, and then your foot is not on it. You keep moving forward. Don't feel bad, Hey, it would have been great 3 months ago, to have this partnership and this business, but I don't need a partner right now. I could do it myself. I got all these flowers. I got all these pentacles. Right? Just an example. You don't have to take me literally. Just catch my drift. I could dig. That's just one of the energies around the King of Cups that you feel, bad about it. You start thinking maybe there's something I can do. Maybe we can not be partners, but we can work together. Just rule it out. Sort it all out on the back end, but don't play that game. Don't emotionally fuck yourself up because things have changed and all of a sudden you're sitting in the catbird seat. Too bad. Maybe that friend that was going to be a partner should have, whether it's a love partner or a business partner, should have gotten off their ass back a long time ago. And then they could have come with you into the new energy. Sometimes, the world's a powerful card. It's the most powerful card I could pull. Sometimes a cycle changes. A cycle ends and a new cycle begins, and if somebody's not, you got to leave some people behind. They can't get through the portal. Unless they attach to you and you're like piggybacking them across, they can't get through. They can't just show up 10 minutes after you go through into the new energy. So that's too late. They can't get through. It's closed. The door is closed. The portal is closed. Right? All right, let's talk about Three Pentacles reversed. Let's talk about it. This is fine. This is par for the course right now. A lot of stuff. I got a lot of stuff in my life that's closing out at the moment. Things changing, things switching around. It happens. It happens all the time. We're going through a lot of big cycle changes right now. Definitely. All right, come on now. Three of Pentacles reversed. I'm tired of shuffling. Yeah, it would be a mistake. Look, I know you feel bad. Oh, you came all this way. I would have loved to have heard that you loved me back before. Or I would have loved to do this partnership with you back before. If it's a bad environmental energy around this Three of Pentacles reversed. Why it's reversed? It flew out of the deck reversed. Why? Because you'd be stabbing yourself in the foot to do this partnership in this energy, in this new energy. If it's love, you're going to attract something way better than some wishy-washy fuckwit who couldn't tell you how they felt and ran. Okay? Now all of a sudden, now you're in new energy. You don't need it anymore. You got your independence anyway. Right? It could be future influence for you. I don't know. We got cycles changing all over the place, but you're all going to go through into the new cycle at different times because you're moving at different speeds on your timeline. It is what it is. This is one of those energies, it's crystal clear to me, that this is one of those energies that you can only take the people with you into the new cycle that are literally attached to you. Okay? That's very clear. Some person, who shows up 3 days later, you're already gone. Okay? It would be a mistake for you to, it's already gone. Death card underneath the Five of Swords. What did I say? It would be a mistake. You'd be stabbing yourself in the foot. You've moved on. To reboot this thing would be a mistake. What's on top? Page of Swords. You're way past this shit. Why is the Page of Swords here? You'd be disappointed and it'd be a big mess. If you do this partnership in this new energy when you know you don't need it just because you feel bad. Oh, I know what this reading is doing. I get it. I know why I felt like I might tell you to do it. Because that's what this King of Cups is feeling like. And I'm going to give you a different piece of advice. Oh, I am. Never say yes because you're afraid to hurt somebody's feelings or you're afraid somebody's going to be upset. Oh, whatever. Never do that. Ever. Okay? I get it. I get where you're coming from. But if you do this, if you feel bad and you go, okay, well, I don't need a partner. I don't really think we're compatible right now with where I am, whether it's love or money. We'll just call it a partnership. I don't really need a partner, but you know what? Gosh, we were talking about it before. We should just do it. Why don't I make you a partner? You will regret. All I've got here is disappointment, regret, sadness, fear, feeling trapped in, oh my God, what did I do? And Five Swords stabbing yourself in the foot. All because you felt bad. No. You got a new attitude, or you will. Could be near future influence. It's a new you. Okay? And the new you attracts new things. The old thing comes in and your little spidey sense says, oh, no, it's too late. I would have wanted that 3 months ago, but not now in this new energy. Right? Whatever that partnership is. Don't just say yes because you feel bad. I know some of you are very sensitive souls. I know there's a lot of Cancerians, a lot of water signs in this soulmate cycle because it's a Cancerian themed cycle. I got you. The DF side is very sensitive. I know I offend at least 500 to 1,000 people every reading I pull, and I don't really say. Most of my friends who watch these readings go, wow, and that's weird because it's Steve Light. You're really getting Steve Light out here. I have to because of the AI. I'll tell you. But at the end of the wow. If I offend you on these videos here, you best not come hang out with me. I'll tell you what, you'll be in tears or you'll try to stab me with a steak knife or something. I don't know. Either way, do not, my advice, take it for what it's worth to you. But I've been around I'll tell you what. Do not just say yes because you're going to feel bad. Don't be the bleeding heart. Okay, don't do it. Don't do it. Everything points to this shit is dead, done, over. You go ahead and do it. I got disappointment. I got 8 swords. Don't do it. Now, I'm going to pull on the King of Cups because that's your energy attached to that. And I'm going to see if I can get something else out of it. I've already talked that energy to death. But I'm going to ask the universe, is there anything else you want to tell me about this King of Cups? All right? Again, do what you want to do. You guys make your own decisions. If you want to go ahead, and it's fine. But I reserve my "I told you so" for later. I've been here. It's not just about the cards or reading energy. I've lived a thing or two. Okay, I've been. You know, I mean, anybody who reads energy has to do that. You have to. I mean, ever since I was a little kid, all I wanted to do was experience different cultures, different people, different things, different situations. Always. You know, actors are much the same way. You know, if you want to be a good actor, you need to travel. You need to experience different cultures, different people, different situations. Put yourself in weird relationships and weird things. You know, I've done all of that. You know, so and especially if this is business related for you, I can tell you. I'll say it one more time for somebody watching. If you don't need a partner, do not take one on. Okay? If you can do it yourself, do it yourself. Take on some employees. Sure. But partner? No. Only if you fucking have to. 9 times, well, not 9 times out of 10. 7 times out of 10, it'll ruin a friendship at the very least. But most of the time, you're just cutting into your own profits for somebody you don't need just because you were too insecure to do it yourself. If it's financial, then that's fine. If you don't need a partner, don't take one on. King of Cups. What else you want to tell me about this? Because my people are attached here. 2 of Wands. Okay? 2 of Wands. I know where this is going. 7 of Swords. Yeah, fueling that 2 of Wands. It's just more advice from the universe for you. For some reason, in this new cycle, this new you is very sensitive. You're the bleeding heart. Everybody, if somebody comes to you with a sob story, you're gonna fork out every penny you got to them. Oh my God, your mama was killed in a wood chipper. This little girl just ran up to me at the gas station. Her mother was eaten by a wood chipper. Oh my God, here, have all my money. Here, take it. And then she's gonna run back to her mother over at the Vega, parked around the corner. You know, I mean, come on. This is be careful. Alright, be careful. What's on top? The Fool. Why is the Fool here? The 10 of Pentacles. It's an old song. It just popped in my head. Okay? It's an old song, but it's also an old saying. And I'm just going to paraphrase right here. I know, you're probably going to be super sensitive during this era. That's fine. It's a new you, new era, new things. Do what you want to do with this. We've talked all this to death. Right here, I'm just going to leave you with one thing. Okay? A fool and his money. Right here. That's what I'm talking about. That's what this is. Be careful. All right? People, when you're this sensitive, people can get in there. They can tug at the heartstrings and you're just like their little puppet. Be careful. All right? You may pay attention to a reading I did earlier in the week that started with a 7 of Swords. It's probably a little bit of that energy there too. I told people to bookmark it because it might be future influence. I don't remember what reading it is, but I know it was about a 7 of Swords. Somebody might be lying, or you might have to do something even though you know you shouldn't do it, but even though you know it's a bad idea, that kind of thing. This might be a little of that. This is a little bit more don't do it. Even if you think it's a bad idea that you don't do it, don't do it. Even if you think it's a bad idea that you do it, don't do it. Okay? But it's talking about your level of sensitivity. And I don't divine that far out. This is probably for the next month or 6 weeks. Okay? Careful about it. It's about Fool and his money. People can come up to you and say anything. My little analogy about the little girl who runs up to you at the gas station and says, my mommy was killed by a wood chipper. And you give them all the money. Oh my God, you fall for it hook, line, and sinker. And mommy's parked around the corner just waiting to get the cash. You know, it's a bit of that. It is a bit of that. A little bit. I have to exaggerate for entertainment purposes, but that's not too far off from things that happen every day in the city I live in. I'll tell you what, there's all kinds of scams going on around here. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Let's see if there's anything else the universe wants to tell you, just for fun. just for shits and giggles. One card, the crossing card. I like this. I like the new you. Okay, if you're not there yet, it's near future influence for you. Bookmark the reading. All right, but I like the new you. You definitely coming into a cycle. You definitely, something's going to make its way back to you that you would have loved in the recent past, or maybe distant past. You know, sometimes that happens all the time. That's life. But you can't just, oh well, you know, you made the effort to come. You can't just feel bad and say yes. You can't. You can't play that way. And if you go for this, whatever this is that returns, it ends in, according to the energy, the way it flows, it ends in disappointment and a lot of stress for you. A lot of unnecessary stress. It's never a good idea. The Five of Swords with the Death card crossing it, that was crossing these cards here, it says basically it's never a good idea to bring back something that's dead. It's like, it reminds me of, did you see Stephen King's Pet Sematary? Right? If you did, you know what I'm talking about. This is a bit like when they brought Church back. The cat, they brought him back. He wasn't quite the same, was he? Right? He was a little bit different, right? It's like that. Okay? So if you know what I'm talking about, if you saw Pet Sematary, you understand what I'm saying there. This coming back, and you saying yes to it, thinking it's going to be great, is a bit like when they brought Church the cat back to life. You know, not quite the same. All right? All right, here we go. One card, the crossing card. He was a little bit fucked up. The Tower, crossed by the Eight of Swords. Yeah. Don't feel rushed. I've told you this in a number of readings. God, I've said this, and I think I said this in one of the recent extendeds even. My God. This coming back is it's going to feel like you need to make a snap decision or something like that. That's fine. Do not feel rushed. That'll only make you make bad decisions, okay? You got all the time in the world with this, but again, consider yourself first. You're being encouraged to put yourself first in whatever this situation is. And from the look of it, just looking at you, you got a new perspective. You got a new life. You're in a new energy. You're in a different place. Keep that in mind when you're making decisions about old things that come back, right? If you need to, go watch Pet Sematary. You'll get what I'm saying. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Good luck.